Here we are in Tunica, Mississippi, again, 1 year later. I'm chewing, sorry.
Here, show it.
Lightning. Look what we did, man. Look.
He doesn't care.
Look.
Watch him drop it in his food. I feel like he actively moved away from it.
I'm not wearing any pants, so don't look at my butt.
Day 2.
Hey everybody, it's day 2. I won the 3D on Lightning last night, so I got a buckle, but now I'm going to pick up my check and we're getting ready to run again. Be just probably a couple hours. Y'all, I won $700. Woo! Erin's doing her makeup because she's so beautiful. It rained so hard last night, all day basically. Started raining at like 9 p.m. and then it kept raining basically until this morning. Why did I say basically like 3 times? Basically the rain keeps raining, you know? So everything's wet. Look at the ground. Probably not a good representation. Look at this mess. I'm in the trailer right now. It's raining like crazy out there. Oh, you can't see anything. I'm excited to run today. Probably can't even hear me. I don't know why I keep doing this. Peace.
Perfect. Perfect.
It's very cold outside. This is the gang. I think it's snowing. We just had really good food, Mexico Grill. Hello. Blanket boys. Check on Joe and his goat.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Harry. Happy birthday to you.
Roll them out.
Make a wish.
Okay, good night.
Day 3.
We're in the car. I hope the heater's not too loud because I'm not turning it down. Freezing outside. I don't think our heater's working very well in the trailer, and so we froze it up basically all night. And so now we're running the truck so that we can warm up. Already fed. I think we have probably 2 or 3 hours before, we even have to get ready kind of thing. The performance isn't even start until 9:30. Heck, it's too cold out here. There's Lightning in his stall. Hey bub, what's up? You got Mustache and Joe in the same area. What you doing, big boy? What you doing? Mom's getting saddled up on special ed. We're in the same drag. Hi! Are you ready?
Kind of.
Freezing your butt off?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very cool.
There's Mom's trailer. Here's our rig. Taking Joe to go roll right now. So I didn't get much of a warm up because we were chit-chatting away and I wasn't paying attention. And then we go in there and he slips on first. It didn't feel like it was too bad, but it felt like a little bit of a bobble. So then we came out of first, going to second in the wrong lead, and we slipped, I mean hard. And I thought we were gonna go down, like he was gonna drop down to his knee, but he got back up, and so we kind of just loped out of there. But he seems to be walking right now, walking fine right now. I'm gonna take him to roll, see how he does.
Ready? Shake it up. You drop. I drop. 50-50 rifle. The winner is...
Aaron just ran out of the frame. How rude. Oh, hello. We're just got packed up, everything. We were just checking in with the office, making sure that if I get a check today, they'll send it to me. Oh God, the sun. Help. And now there's a step. Then we're getting ready to head out because I have to go to work in like 12 hours. So lucky me.
Eventually.
Okay, so this is my cat Benny. She's very cute. We went down to Tunica, Mississippi for a barrel race. It was for a battle in the saddle. We had a super great time on, brought a couple of horses, but not too many. I haven't barrel raced the horses since, I haven't barrel raced on Joe since about October. We did film a vlog in October, a barrel racing vlog, but we never posted it. And I don't know if we're actually going to or not. But I got Lightning a little bit after Thanksgiving, and I rode him at the house several times. You know, it was probably like a couple times a week just to kind of keep him legged up, but I never took him anywhere to barrel race. That would be the first time I competed on Lightning since June or July, whatever, maybe August. Whatever video that has like the 5 in 1 night when my mom came down and she had like 6 different horses. That one. That was the last time I had competed on Lightning. Friday night, Lightning and I ran a 15.823. I thought was awesome. I definitely didn't expect to get much faster than that. I would assume that he would run like a 15.5, between a 15.5 and a 15.8, just because he is legged up, but he's not really, you know, primed to be barrel racing because I haven't rode him in a competition in a while. And so here's the thing with Lightning. I've rode him for several years. I've had him a long time, but him and I have had kind of a break from each other while he lived with my mom, and just because he's kind of too good of a horse to just go every other weekend kind of thing, which is what I had been doing with Joe, as you've seen. It just kind of going when I feel like it. A horse that can be as successful in this competition as Lightning should be pushed a little harder, I guess. You know, not too hard, but he's worth something, and so he we should prove that. I don't know if that makes any sense. Because he gets so anxious at the gate, I think that just kind of keeping him outside and away from all the noise and the excitement and just running him in there as soon as it's your turn is kind of the best option for him specifically. I would prefer not to do that at all. I have always, like my whole life in barrel racing, warmed my horse up, let them sit with the saddle on, get back on them, kind of, you know, loosen them up a little bit because they've been standing around with the saddle on, and then literally sit right next to the gate. That is the most ideal thing to me. But some horses just can't do that. And, you know, I get it. As a competitor, I get that. Your horse can't verbally tell you what they're thinking, but if you pay attention to their body language, you get a good idea of what it is. And he, in my opinion, he's just really anxious. I think he's excited to go. I think he wants to do it. He certainly doesn't fight you going in the gate. It's just that he's ready to do it. He wants to get it done. He wants to run fast. On Friday night, I sat up there a little bit because that's my normal routine kind of thing. And you know, I'm trying to get back in my comfort zone with this because I haven't competed in a while. I take him up in there 10 before. They only let, you know, there's a little bit of a warm-up area in front of the gate, and so they only let about 10 people in at a time. And so I go in 10 before my run, and I hang out there, and he just starts getting real anxious. I can feel his heartbeat in my legs through the saddle and everything, you know. I can tell that he's worked up. And so I just got off him and tried to get near him and talk him down a little bit, you know, pet him and tell him he's a good boy, try to get him to calm down. And I think that helps getting off because they're like, okay, well, we're not doing anything right now. By the time I get to the arch of the gate and it's open this way and I've got to take that right, he just goes for it. You know, we're already at a trot when we're coming up there, and then he just takes off. And it's like, okay, whatever, no big deal. Run in there, and we just kind of run past first barrel. Now, I checked him, but then we still went 3 strides past it, which is a common theme for the whole weekend. And I think it's just because we're all out of practice. But turns out the fastest time that night was a 14:820. So that put me at the top of the 3D. So that was kind of awesome. After the whole open and everything, we hung out and they did a little bit of announcement, and then they handed us our buckles, and there was like a couple of them that got them. I put this one from Friday already on my belt, so I'll just go ahead and show it to you. Focus in, honey. Take a look at that. This is like the first buckle I've ever won from a barrel race. I've gotten quite a few checks before, but it's not very often that I'm number 1, but that's cool. So hype about that. Also, that was really awesome because it was like my first run in there, you know. I had just showed up, first one of the year, went straight in, won $700 in a buckle. First run of the year. And so Saturday comes around. I won the 3D the night before. I'm ready to go, ready to get my second run on. And when I get on Lightning today, I've decided that I'm going to wait to warm him up. When I'm done warming him up, I run him straight into the arena. There's a little warm-up pen outside, and then you walk across basically a driveway, and then you go into the arena. So I'm thinking I'm just going to be out warming up this whole time, and basically when they call my name, I'm going to run straight in there. And so it worked so much better. So on Saturday, the leader ran a 14.567. I ran on Lightning a 15.517, and on Joe a 15.791. When I heard that the new leader was a 15.5, I was like, ooh, awesome, I'm set. I'm about to win the 3D again. No, absolutely not. And so she ran a 14.567, and I was just 5/100ths of a second too fast. That's it, that tiny little increment. So and what's crazy is that the times got even closer. I mean, I was like 34th in the 2D, I think, and there were like, I think it went to 40 places. So all of those people below me were even closer to winning the 3D, and it's just crazy how little time can can get you out of the money. I think I ended up being like 26th in the 3D on Joe. But, you know, great run. It wasn't going to place. It wasn't going to place with that time, but it was a really awesome run. And then on Sunday, Sunday's always a hard day for me because I'm tired and I'm ready to go home. Do the same thing on Lightning again. You know, I warm him up, run him straight into the arena. I ran a 15.614. Really great run. First was still a little iffy, but second and third, I could not have gotten closer if I wanted to. I mean, had I been an inch over, I would have knocked the barrel over. Both of them, honestly. I mean, just wrapped around them like tape, which was pretty awesome. I mean, I loved it. I thought it was great. I love riding that horse. I mean, I just think he's awesome. I think we have like a real connection. He's cool. So that was a good run. And then I had Joe. I like to kind of cut it close a little bit, but especially with the horse of this age, that was not a good idea. I really should not have done that at all. Kick myself in the butt for that. Someone could have definitely gotten hurt, and it most likely would have been my horse had something happened, because I went up there, barely loped some circles, and then it was my turn. We turn around second and he falls almost all the way to his knee. You know, I don't know how far down he went, but it felt really bad, and I'm thinking I've really messed up this time. And he gets up and he's still running to third, but I slow him down just a little bit and I let him, you know, lope home, but I don't push him at all, because I really thought, you know, when we came out of second and he failed that time, that we'd really messed something up, and I was really worried about him. And we ended up running a 16.510, which did actually win me the 4D, because the fastest time on Sunday was a 14.496. But just to reiterate, what I did wasn't okay. I could have seriously injured my horse, and I definitely could have injured myself had he, you know, fallen all the way down, or had he fallen in a way that would have thrown my balance off and gotten me hurt. I don't ride with a helmet. When you fall into a barrel, you're gonna hit your head on it. Okay, it's a big metal can. Definitely could have been a lot worse. Things turned out okay, but warm your horse up, okay? They have muscles and they have needs, and they have to be warmed up properly. Otherwise, they will get hurt. It's only a matter of time. But I will show you this buckle. This is the buckle. It's pretty cool. I like this one. I like the other one with the kind of sharper corners on it though. So this one's the one I wanted on Lightning. This one's the one I want on Joe. I like this little turquoise stuff going on. And I like that it has a lighter background in the, you know, it's got like corners and stuff. But I do like this one a lot, although not so happy about the way that I earned it. Overall, really great barrel race. Had a lot of fun. Drove home like immediately after that. And I think it was like a little afternoon when we left, and we got home pretty late. And then, you know, I got to sleep for 45 minutes and I had to go to work, and that sucked. But, you know, for the love of the sport or whatever. Things could definitely be improved. The runs were great. I would assume that in Lightning's peak performance, he should definitely be able to run like a 15.2, 15.3 in there. He just wasn't in his best condition. And also, you know, we were a little out of practice, a little out of sync too, especially when we were running into those first barrels. And it showed, you know, it showed in our performance. We still had a really great weekend, but, you know, it wasn't as good as we can be. And hopefully, you know, by the end of the year, we really get there. We start running a little more often and everything. If you want to be good at something, you have to practice. You have to put the time in, especially when it comes to competitions that are boiled down to hundredths of a second. You don't have time to think. I mean, how many full thoughts can you have in 15 seconds? Probably not very many, and that's why you have to keep practicing so that you have muscle memory. So when those unexpected things happen, like your horse stumbles, something breaks, you know, tack malfunction, anything like that, you can think about that and you can worry about that instead of worrying about your balance and your feet position and your hand position and where you should be looking and pushing your horse. When you have all of the basics down, when your body already knows what it's supposed to be doing without having to think about it, you can worry about these other things. You can catch that barrel before it falls down and knock it back up. That's what makes a good competitor, is the time and the practice, the amount you devote to it. That's my thing. That's my spiel for the day. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up and comment down below. Tell Lightning and Joe they're beautiful boys. Also Mustache. Mustache is in the video. Share this video with everyone you know, please and thank you. And subscribe to this channel. I'll definitely be posting more vlogs. I have a lot of other ideas for videos. I just need to actually make them. So, you know, putting the rubber to the road. That's that thing. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.